Some energy. We live? Are we live?
Oh,
It says we're
we
live.
live already?
We are alive. Well, we're dead inside, but we're live on the show right now. So. Okay. So, the NH chat playing on my video. Okay.
Oh, you title it. I didn't even see the title. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I don't even. There you go. We don't even know what we're talking about until we go live. At least Danny doesn't know. Okay. Oh, really
like,
quick.
what the heck? That's the title.
Really quick pre-show note for those of you guys who are watching after the live, be sure to look in the description box below or the comment box for the time codes of the topics that we will be talking about in this video. And for those of you guys who are joining us live, we're going to start in like 9 minutes. So hang on tight.
Nice. I like how you threw that in there.
Whew. Well, we gotta do it from now on. I think that's
I was just like, because last time I was just like, man, there's so many dislikes, right? It's like you might as well let them know right away what the hell's gonna be in the meat of the show.
They click on it and they're just like, dude, when are you guys gonna get to the topic? This is so boring. Like, why do you guys even do the show? People just don't understand the Monday live, and I think we got to start including the time, like when we're gonna go on live in the titles too, because I think people are like confused as to when we come on live.
They got to hit that little bell notification. They got to hit that little bell.
Hit the well. I think the bell tells them that there'll be a live show, but not actually when it's live, right? I don't know.
But the thing is, when you set the time for the show, it actually tells them in their own time zone. So if you so they should know in their own time zone when it's actually going to show up. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, be sure to.
Oh, what the heck? Brotographer, man, you broke down on the side of the road waiting for AAA.
Oh no, photographer! Well, that's awesome of you to join in on our live show in your moment of crisis.
Hey, hopefully we can keep them entertained for a little bit. I saw Brotographer, your video on the autofocus with the EF lenses, which was pretty nice to see on the A7R III.
Yeah, it has very promising results.
Yeah, it definitely does. I did some tests. We'll talk about it later. I did do some testing with the Sigma MC11 adapter and the Metabones with the 70-200, shooting some basketball. But we can say that for a little bit later. Let's go do that.
Photographer says, thanks for watching. The IAF was nice.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Nice is an understatement. It's amazing. Thanks, Simon Brown. We're his two favorite guys on the East Coast. Sorry, West Coast. I don't even know what coast we're on anymore.
What the heck? Charlie Brown sponsored with Godox lighting now. Oh, snap.
What? Nice.
Godox. Ask for all the money.
Godox.
Sergey's calling you out, Jason. Sergey's calling you out, man.
Damn it.
You told everybody to buy that lens.
They want videos. It's good. It's fantastic. What do you think is shooting me right now? Sigma 16mm. It's a good lens. Honestly, it's a good lens.
Can I rent it? Can I rent it from Lens Rental? I don't want to drop the money for it, but I'm gonna look at it right now.
Are you coming on break soon? Are you going on break soon?
I have one more week of school. Next week is finals week. I get off on Friday of next week, so I'll be done.
Maybe we should try to meet up. Let's just
man.
Let's shoot a video.
I agree. Let's do a live show like we did when we were in New York.
We'll do a live show, a live meetup, and a live review. So that way, people who are asking about the Sigma 16mm can just come to where we're at and just test it out for yourself. I think that's the easiest way.
Maybe we film like an actual set. Oh shoot! I can rent out the Sigma 16 for $32. Oh hell yeah! I'm not gonna buy it. Well, I'll just go rent it out.
That whole meetup just went out the window because it's only $32 on Lens Rental.
Oh yeah, Lens Rental and Lens Pro to Go apparently joined forces. I got an email from them about that.
What? I guess rental houses gotta stick together, right?
Yeah, I think it might be the way to go. So I'll rent this thing. I just gotta plan when I can get it to do a review for it. I think that's gonna be my route now. Rent stuff out and not because the A7R III costs quite a bit of a penny to go ahead and grab.
I still can't believe I dropped $3,200 on this camera. Oh, what is that? Calm down. Showing that off too soon.
The 100 to 400, man.
And we're definitely going to be talking about that in about 5 minutes, guys. We're going to start the show in 5 minutes. This is still in the pre-show segment, just letting people come in, settle down, chit chat for like a little bit. So, yeah.
Cool. So I could talk about the 2x teleconverter compared to the 100 to 400 because for a while, well, again, we'll talk about that, but it's kind of a teaser. For those wondering, should you get the 100 to 400 or the 2x teleconverter with the 7200G master? So I was testing that out too. Let's see. Has anyone mentioned your new set? I don't know if anybody noticed, but Jason Vong has a
yeah, welcome to the there. Couch, guys. We'll talk about that. I have a little bit of that. I guess I'll mention some of the stuff in the new year.
Jean-Paul's going to update his firmware. Man, I have not. I was thinking about doing it. I was going to shoot some soccer tonight, but obviously we have our Monday live show. I wanted to go ahead and made sure I was had some rest for this. Kiru is asking, can you keep shooting images when writing to the SD card on the A7R III? You absolutely can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just can't take video.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Oh,
okay.
my back was just hurting because I wasn't leaning on anything. There we go. There we go. Woo. Damon Hart says we're ballers. I hate to disagree, but Danny and I can't be ball for crap. But yeah.
Jeremy Lin. All right. What the heck? Boris heard about a giveaway. What was this giveaway?
I think you're confusing us with some other channel.
Chris, is it Chris Winters?
Chris Winter giving out some cameras.
Chris Winters is always doing a giveaway. He's always doing those Canon or Sony giveaways. Someone keeps asking, do a giveaway all the time. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, let's just hit up a sponsor. For 2018, let's aim for that. Let's get some sponsors so we can actually give some stuff away.
Okay.
Because you guys have been awesome. Always it's almost been an entire year since we've been doing Monday Live. So I was just talking to Danny. We got to find some way to make Monday Live better. Maybe finally give it a name instead of just Monday Live.
I think hashtag New Gear is the segment.
Yeah. Miss Mary Mukau, where are you guys from? We're from California.
California.
Sunny on fire, California.
How's that fire for you? Is it nearby for you?
It's not too close to where I live, so thankfully I don't actually see any of the smoke or what is it? Yeah, I don't see any of the smoke. So when I was told that there was a huge fire, I just couldn't believe it because I didn't see anything on the news until I saw a viral Facebook video of our mountains enshrouded in flames, and I was like, "Holy crap! This is pretty serious."
Yeah.
So, yeah. Welcome to California. Just where it's hot and summery every day, and fire on the mountain. So.
Just bring the A7R III and nice and crispy and try out some overheating tests and call it a day.
I was on a helicopter ride yesterday and I was wondering if I could see some of the fire from all the way up here, but I didn't see anything. Could just flew by and take some photos.
Miss Mary Mukau's asking, did you guys invest in Bitcoin? I so wish I did back in 2009, 2010.
There's Litecoin now, right? There's 40% of the people.
There's other
Litecoin.
Yeah, there's other types of cryptocurrencies, but Bitcoin's the one that has that signature name to it.
I'm gonna need to look into this whole Bitcoin Litecoin business. I feel like it's opportunity for money that we're both of us are missing out right now.
There was when I first started YouTube. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. I don't know if you want to get started.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock. Let's just get started, guys. Welcome back to Monday Night Live with me and Danny, aka That One Camera Guy. Thanks for joining us today. We got hopefully a very exciting show for you guys. More A7R3 stuff, user experience with the A7R3, my experience with it, Danny's experience with it, as well as what else? What else is on the list, Danny?
It's pretty barren.
Couple of news items. Yeah, a couple of news items. Like we're going to talk a little bit about the firmware update, as well as this one lucky person who received 2 A7R3 in the mail, but he was a good Samaritan and he returned it. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And
I heard there was a few. I heard there was more than one person that got it potentially. So we'll see.
Oh, wow.
Let me get that other A7R3 from the box.
Okay, all right. You probably have the A7S3 in the truck too, right?
Shoot, you don't talk about that, man. I don't think anyone remembers
about the truck anymore. I think the truck's still really relevant. I mean, like you still have you probably have a bunch of like Sony treats inside that you haven't reviewed.
That would have been funny though.
Video.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone does remember about the truck though. If we have some new folks in the chat. But
I don't know. Yeah, who remembers about the Sony truck being still at NAB? Let us know. Or the chat.
Yeah. So NAB like in that was in Vegas, right? NAB.
Yeah,
April.
NAB,
wow.
April. And the funny thing is, you didn't even go, man.
Nope. You did, but
I did. Wait, have you registered for WPPI yet?
Not yet. Have you?
No, not yet. But we apparently missed the deadline for like a cheaper price, so now we're gonna have to pay like $30. But yeah,
okay,
for those of you guys who want to go to a photo convention in February of next year. WPPI is coming up February, what is it, 25th or something?
I believe so.
WPPI 2018.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the chat if you're gonna head out to WPPI. If you are, I guess I should sign up for it too and get that all booked and figured out ahead of time.
February 6th to the 28th. 26th to the 28th.
But if we do a meetup, Jason, do we have to have the model?
Okay, all right. If we're gonna do a meetup time, we're gonna get a mod.
Wait, is it just gonna be the meetup, or was it gonna be the just
photo? Is it a photo walk or is it a meetup? I don't know. I think by default people are just expecting a photo walk. So don't quote us on it yet. We'll figure it out. But let us know in the chat if you're coming to WPPI because Danny and I will likely be there. Yeah, February 26th and 28th. Be sure you register soon, or else you're gonna have to pay like $50 at the door, and that's no fun.
Mandalay Bay, I hear it's very empty out there right now, so hopefully you can get some good rates.
Good rates on the rooms. Good rates on the rooms.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone's going to CES. I'm going to CES next month.
Oh, it's gonna go down. Oh shoot,
it's going down. Yeah, I'm gonna be.
Jason Vong is now going to be a tech reviewer. He's got that.
Well, it's just an opportunity that Zhiyun, the company that makes the Zhiyun crane, they invited me out to. So then I'll be kind of at their booth, just kind of giving like demos on the Zhiyun crane 2 as well as the Smooth Q. So
sweet,
pretty exciting stuff. Yeah.
Awesome.
So if you guys are coming to CES, just say hi to me. I'll be at the Zhiyun booth pretty much the whole time.
Nice.
Awesome. So, guys, we're going to hop onto the new gear segment. So, hashtag new gear. Let us know what new piece of gear you picked up this week, and we will be reading it out loud on the show. So, use the hashtag. Danny, you just blacked out. I couldn't see you. I can't see you anymore.
Oh, shoot. Did my camera overheat? Can you still hear me?
Oh, my gosh. It's not the A7R3. Is it? Tell me ain't so.
Okay, the Alpha 6300 overheated right on me right now. I'm using an Alpha 6300. It's This is great. I'm glad it's not sponsored by Sony in any way, but
oh no, there goes our chances of being sponsored by Sony. Thanks, Dan. Thanks.
Oh, the battery died. Okay, it's okay. It was just the battery.
Oh,
it was just
perfect. Okay, there's a bit of text at least. We saw that.
It's good. Worried about that. So yeah, so a couple things I got. I actually bought a little hood for the small HD focus because there's like although the small HD focus is pretty bright in the daytime, it's still hard to see. So there's like this attachment you can get for the small HD focus. So I went ahead and picked that up to go ahead and use. I haven't used it out there on the field yet, but just the small HD focus in general, I've been it's good, but I shoot a lot of times in the bright daytime, and it'd be nice to be able to see what I'm doing So I got that. And also, I think I might have mentioned it last time, I went ahead and did a loaner from, so I didn't purchase this. It was just a loaner from Sony Pro Support. I picked up the 100 to 400 G Master. And my, oh my, this is a really nice lens. I wasn't too sure about initially, but have been having a lot of fun using this lens shooting sports, both in daytime and nighttime. And it's actually done really, really well, especially with the A7R III for the most part, with the combination. So yeah, the 100 to 400.
Is it true what they say? It's like one of the sharpest lenses out there.
So I don't know. I mean, I can kind of talk a little bit about that, but the image quality was actually pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like 70 to 200 sharp, but the sharpness looked really good though. I mean, on the A7R III daytime shooting, I was very, very happy with the actual results that I got. So everything is based on my own personal, like what I think is okay. Just like, for example, you know, what's your minimum ISO or the max ISO you'll go on your camera? I hear that all the time. And I'm willing to push the ISO up to the point where I need to get the photo. If it ever came down to it, I'm perfectly fine with shooting really high ISO. But I found the image quality to be really good. And we can talk a little bit more about that later in the user experience. But okay, I was doing some comparisons with the 70 to 200 with the 2x teleconverter. And there's going to be a video on this. But I compared the 70 to 200 with the 2x teleconverter and the 100 to 400 alone. And I don't think the results are surprising, but yeah, I can talk a little bit about that when we get to the user experience section. So, but yeah, that's it. So I think that's it so far. Sometimes you forget. I bought more caps. You know how we talked about the caps on the Sony? I lose my caps all the time. My lenses are capless at times. So I just bought a pack of 5. They're terrible brands. They're probably going to ruin my cameras. But yeah, I went ahead and bought additional body caps and lens caps. So just had to do that. And in addition to that, I've been looking into getting another NOS or NAS. Actually, no, the other ones I have are external storages like the Drobos, but I was looking into getting a Synology and picking one up. So I've been doing some research on that. So we will see. Actually, I'm curious about your NAS system, Jason. Have you got that thing going?
I canceled my B&H order.
Oh, whoa!
Because I'm in a talks with a QNAP right now, thanks to one of our viewers, Jeffrey, for hooking me up with one of the peeps over at QNAP. So I'm going to talk with them right now to try to get them to send me one. We're just in this whole process of approval. So the people I've been talking to are actually from Taiwan, so they have to like communicate with their US team to get me out one. So hopefully soon. You know, because all my hard drives are filling up right now, and I'm struggling to make space on my hard drive just to make videos. So it's been incredibly frustrating. But
it's been crazy. It's been crazy. The reason why I've been looking into it is because every single project that I've been shooting, like for example, I'll go out and shoot, and the thing is, when as reviewers, we're going out there, we're not just taking photos. For example, we're recording video, we're taking B-roll. And it's different cameras. And so I've been using my phone a lot to do B-roll because there's times when I just need to capture something really quick. But I'll just a single project shooting out might be anywhere from 20 to 80 gigabytes. Just one time going out to shoot for me, especially with the A7R III. And so that's been happening for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. And so I just want to make sure I can expand that storage as we go on. So I've been looking at getting 8, 10 terabyte drives. Getting one of those. So
trying to up me, right? Because I have like 5 8-terabyte drives.
I might just do the 5 bay or something like that. But yeah, I was looking at, and then I was researching the gigabit, the 10 gigabit Ethernet and all that stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh. So, but yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Situation. Well, as for me, you guys know, I just this came in the mail. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, I'm using it. My bad. It's the Sigma 16mm f1.4. I know a lot of people are asking to see a video on this, but I mean, let's ask me any questions you guys want later in the open Q&A. I honestly think it's a pretty good lens. It's a great lens. I'm struggling to get sharp focus at 1.4 at times, but at like 1.8 handheld, you can get some really solid focus with this lens. So I'm really happy with that. And the focus and everything is really well. The video autofocus noise isn't that bad. You can barely hear it. It's there, but you can barely hear it. It's not as loud as the 30mm 1.4. So overall, very satisfied with the lens. I do wish it was just a tad bit wider, because for vlogging, I tend to like chop off my head because it's still pretty darn close. But with like a gorilla pod or like a mini tripod, give me that extra extension. You should be able to fit your entire head into the frame, unless you
Jason,
have of course.
Have you put it on a full frame yet to see what it looks like?
Yeah, I I did. So there's a bit of vignetting and yeah. Sorry, what was your question about it?
Have you tried it on a full frame, and is it usable on full frame mode?
There's going to be a bit of vignetting, and I think you have to like crop in like 1.2 or 1.3 times with the clear image zoom to get out of that. But yeah, I've used it on a full frame. I've always been using it on a full frame, but in Super 35 mode.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like,
how's the manual focusing on it? Have you tried it like, to manual focus?
When I tested it at what's the convention we went to? Photo Plus.
Yeah, Photo Plus.
Yeah, okay. it was definitely a lot better than the 30mm. So I haven't actually gotten a chance to manual focus with my own version, or my own copy, but when I was doing it at the Photo Plus convention, it did a pretty good job.
Okay.
Pretty
cool.
solid.
All right.
Fly-by-wire. Funny thing was, a lot of people were so confused when I had my Instagram photos had the lens mounted on the A7R III, and they're just like, I thought this was an APS-C lens. I didn't know it was a full frame lens, or like whatever. I think a lot of people don't know that Sony cameras, the full frame, at least the full frame versions, can shoot in two modes, like full frame mode and crop mode.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah,
that's the one thing I absolutely love about that system. And Nikon was able to do this. Canon never did this.
Nikon was able to do this? Wow.
Nikon did this. You can use your APS-C glass on full frame. But Canon, for whatever reason, just could never get this down. But they're going to crop your 4K, though. They're willing to crop your 4K, but they just couldn't get the APS-C lenses. They're native APS-C lenses, too. Oh my God.
I remember my 18-35 Sigma video confused the crap out of everyone. They're just like, why are you mounting? I was like, wait a minute. I thought the A7R II was a full-frame camera, and the 18-35 is a crop lens. So why are you using it? Why are you using it together? Wouldn't there be any vignetting? It just confuses the heck out of people, but...
Yeah, I mean, I was using the Sigma 50-100. It's an APS-C lens, and I was shooting that music concert with it, and it did fine. I was shooting in full frame mode. There's slight vignettings on the edges when you're shooting at like the 85-100, but yeah, I was shooting in full frame mode, taking photos with it. So
it looks good.
It looks good. Looks good to me, man. I'm not super picky.
Cool, man. And the next thing that I got is this small rig cage for the A7R III. Got this nice little wooden handle here. Got this little monitor mount that you can like...
Little monitor?
Look at this. Well, the little monitor mount, the mount itself is small, but the monitor is huge, obviously. This is the Atomos, what is it? Ninja Flame. This is a really cool setup. So,
dude,
that looks small. Rig can send this out to me. It's available for pre-order, I think, and you can get it for like about $30 to $40 just for the base cage, and then everything else is just accessories that you can add on to the cage to...
That is no longer a small rig. That's
it's a big rig now.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. I really wish, man,
video production.
Atomos needs to make a smaller 4K recorder if they could, or something. That'd be really nice.
I asked them at NAB, and they're just like, yeah, there's demands for it, but we'll see what we can do. I'm just like, come on, man. Small HD's got you beat, man. You gotta crank out a tiny little monitor for us.
Is there fans on that?
Yes, there's fans on the Atomos.
Then it must be the heat. Then it's just really tough to get that heat pulled out.
Oh, you'll hear it. I mean, like sometimes when I'm recording and I use it to like kind of see my framing, you'll hear the fan go off. If you listen very carefully, it's like. And of course, I just got some new office furnitures. If you guys didn't catch my last video, I mentioned that I moved into a different room, or at least moved my setup to a different room where I can just pretty much have it as a dedicated YouTube space, have a dedicated office space to just shoot my video in, edit my videos in, and just kind kind of turned into like a little entertainment room as well. Brought my Nintendo Switch over so we can play games, we can edit, you know, we can just kind of just relax and just chill here. So instead of just crowding up my room, I can do all my YouTube stuff and all the creative stuff in this room. So obviously got the couch, and don't want to review too much yet because it's still not completely furnished, but got a TV, a little TV station in the back, and also have a gear drawer right behind me. So it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be cool.
How do you like? Oh man,
go ahead.
Do you like organize all your supplies and things? What do you do with your boxes? I'm just curious to know what ends up happening to your boxes that you get from products and reviews and just your camera stuff.
For things that I know I'm not going to resell, I probably throw away the box. For ones that I will probably resell, I'll keep the box. Like, yeah. But for all my Sony lenses, I still have the boxes just because. Yeah. I want to do like a little photo shoot where all the boxes are just all laid out with all the lenses, and then, you know, do a little photo shoot.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's the plan. So I'm buying what is it, props. All these lenses here, all these lenses and cameras, they're props for a photo shoot. An expensive photo shoot.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's hop into the chat and see what you guys picked up.
Okay, what the heck is going down? Yeah, don't forget, folks, we are in #NewGear segment right now. Yeah. Let's see here.
Awesome. So Alan Andrews, this lucky son of a gun, got his A7R III for $2,878 on B&H with his generous student discount. Damn.
Wait, what? No.
Yeah. Oh wait. Aren't you a teacher? You should be able to get this deal as well, right?
Yeah. What? Oh, hold on. What? There's an EDU discount?
Danny is so mindful.
Nah, it must have been later. It must have been later. Let me pull it. I'm gonna be so angry at myself.
Yeah, I think he mentioned that it definitely came out after the initial shipment was sold. But yeah, Alan Andrews.
No, let me pull. Don't, please. You gotta be kidding me. What?
Oh
no! What? Oh, hey, wait a second. I am still within that time frame.
Okay.
Anyway, maybe
Alan
I can
Andrews,
ask him about that.
You killed Danny on the show, man. With your
what the heck? What? No.
Get that price adjustment.
That's a lens. That is a lens.
That's like what, a $300 savings right there almost.
Oh, jeez. Crap! I gotta go contact them. I didn't write that down. When did that happen? Was that always the case?
What, you talking about the discount, or are you talking about the A7R III?
Yeah, the A7R III discount. Was that always there?
I don't know. I think Alan Andrews mentioned that it came out like a little bit afterwards. So
you got a son of a. Okay, all right.
I should have told you when he told me. I think I found out like 2 days ago, actually.
It's okay. I'll contact them.
All right. Well, okay. Moving on.
Thank you, Alan Andrews. I appreciate your advice for saving me, hopefully, some monies, and I can use that for another review. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right.
I'm crossing my fingers for you that you can get a price adjustment. If not, you're gonna have to send it back in.
Damn it.
Gerard Williams got his Sony a7R III, and hopefully you're not a student or a teacher, so you won't feel too bad about missing out on some savings. What are the chats going nuts about this right now?
I'm losing my mind. What the hell? It's 2872. How can they do that? Oh,
so
God.
If you are a student or a teacher with a university education email, right? Register via B&H, contact them, submit all your credentials, and you will be qualified for student and teacher discount, education discount on B&H. There's always education discount, guys. You just got to look into it. Oh, Daddy's Daddy's just suffering right now.
Jeez, that could be my Sigma 16mm f1.4 right there, man.
Just have them send it to you. Just be like, hey, just send a 16mm. We'll just call it even. Well, speaking of 16mm, Dustin Dilworth got his 16mm 1.4. Unforgettable. He's looking at me. I don't know why. You bought the lens already. You don't need a review from me.
Oh, shoot. All right. Alonso Ramos got the Sony a7R for $200. Wow. How old is that? Doesn't seem too old.
It's a dinosaur. It's ancient.
But I think it competes with like the 7D Mark, this Canon 7D. But man, that's pretty good. $200 for that camera. That's different than prices now. Yeah.
Hey man, it's not dead. The photographer obviously got his A7R III with the 24-70 G Master. Nice.
Everybody has that lens except me. Damn it.
You don't need it.
Oh shoot. Damon Hart, new gear, Minolta 55 to f1.7. Jason Vong, where'd you go?
Yeah,
guys. Jason Vong is now a memory card. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Okay, no memory card.
I was worried about that. Domingo Santiago, new gear, Sony Alpha 6500. Sweet. Wondering if you got that during the sales during Black Friday time.
MAF Fan 1, new gear, old Canon FD mount 400mm 2.8 and an FD to E mount adapter. Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. T-Boy Lions, new gear, A6500 because y'all convinced me. You're welcome.
Hopefully it lives up to the hype for you, man. Hopefully it lives up to the hype.
Hopefully.
Omar is super cool. New gear, picked up the A7R II with this 28-70 kit lens. That is a nice lens to start with. The 28-70 is not very, very sharp, but it is nice just to have a starting kit lens, though. It's nice to have a starting kit lens.
Drop that lens, go for the 24-105. It's what Danny's saying.
Whoa, what? I need to rent it out. Everyone keeps asking me. It's like, after I did, they're like, hey, can you look at the 24-105 now? The 24-105? I'm like,
but there's only so much things we can review, and we're just like, we're just booked right now.
Can we talk about that? It's like it's tough. It's tough to get around to trying everything. And
and Danny and I were just talking earlier. It's just so time consuming to put together a review because we're hybrid shooters. We're shooting the B-roll footage, we're shooting the photos, we're shooting video test footage. We gotta talk about it too. So we gotta put it all together. And plus, like personally for me, I have to like edit the photos too, like at least a little bit. So I have to put it through Capture One, make a little like some adjustments so I can present it to you guys. So all in all, everything just takes time. You got to edit both the photos and the videos, at least for me.
Yeah, it is just and managing all the different files gets kind of hectic too. And that's the reason why I was working off my Drobo off the files. And I was just getting some lag. That's why I was looking at another one, maybe the Thunderbolt version, which can give me a little faster read and write speeds, because I want to be able to work off the external storage and be able to have that set up too. So I don't know. I'm looking at that right now. But,
nice. Cool. Yeah. Same here. All these folders, they're just like RX 105, A7R2, A7R III card A, A7R III card B. A7R3.
Oh my god! Oh,
Atomos.
You should just show your footage, like every single camera you shot with, and the footage and everything that goes with that particular folder.
Man, yeah, I totally. Like yesterday's shoot was just like folders after folders, and not just my footage, just the YouTubers' footage as well. So I'm just like, oh my god, this is killing me, man.
And you still have to go through that stuff. And you still have to go through that stuff.
I'm in the process of shooting the vlog, well, not the vlog, but the talking part of it, and I still have to edit the photos too. So give me some time, guys. Just give me some time.
Alonso Ramos, new gear, Minolta 85 f1.4 and Minolta 100mm f2.8. These are some old school lenses. Just not familiar with them, but hey, man, if they're working for you, that's awesome.
So Alex Sandoval says, new gear, Mavic Pro, Microsoft Surface, and a new car.
Damn. Well, what?
Got a new car.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
New ride.
Jose Navarro, new gear, 24-70. G Master, nice. John Paul, new firmware upgrade completed. Very awesome. Let's see what else is here. Photographer says QNAP sent me one. They're very nice. Awesome. I'm going to look forward to mine. Domingo Santiago, A6500 and the Peak Design Slide Light.
Nice.
And Charlie Brown says he got 2 WD red terabyte drives with the 6 slots. With 6 slots to go.
So he's got the 8 bay one.
Okay, awesome. What else is there? God, so I see some questions right now, and guys, we're going to answer your questions in about less than 30 minutes. So we'll have an open Q&A segment in about less than 30 minutes. Dustin Dilworth says he's got extremely sharp focus at the 1.4 with his Sigma. Awesome. It's just probably because I'm not doing a really good job doing a thorough enough test with the 16 mil yet. And
Michael Vaughn,
$15. I am broke now. Nice. Well, thank you, Alex.
Dang, Alex getting new stuff, new car, and he's still dropping
new gear. Super chat to Jason and Danny.
Thanks, Alex. Thank you. Michael Vaughn Pick Photography. New gear updated Capture One Pro to read R3 files. Oh my gosh, I've been having to deal with Capture One.
Yeah, same here. But did you know there was a hack? Like you can
I heard about it.
Yeah, you can trick Lightroom into reading the A7R3 files.
Did you try it?
I didn't try it. I was very tempted to, but then I was just like, I don't want to mess with my metadata. But pretty much just that
was it though.
That was it, right?
I didn't want to mess with mine either. I didn't want to mess with it either.
So the gist of it is you pretty much have to download this thing called EXIF tool, and you have to change the metadata of your A7R3 raw files to A7R2. So it tricks Lightroom into thinking, oh, hey, it's an A7R2, so these are the files that I can read off of. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, just YouTube search A7R3 Lightroom or something, and you'll see this hack. I think a couple of YouTubers actually made a video on this.
Cool. I'm just gonna wait. Hopefully Adobe gets their act together and helps get that going.
But it's just like I went back to Lightroom and I just edited a few photos, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is such a breeze. As opposed to like Capture One Pro, it's just because I'm not used to the software. I'm just racking my head over it. I'm just like, oh my god, where's the sharpening tool? Where's the exposure? Like, what does this button do? I'm like, ugh.
It's not bad. I feel like it's pretty quick. It's just, you're so used to one system, and transitioning to another system can take some time. And I totally, definitely will take some time.
You really got to sit down to tinker with it.
But see, the issue is the time. Would you want to spend more time trying to relearn a system, a new system, or just stick with the system that you know now and get through everything quickly?
That's the thing. I mean, that just goes back to what we're talking about. There's just the time. We want to put out the video, but at the same time, it's like, well, we got to work with the raw file, and we can't because we're struggling.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways. FJH Photography. He's the lucky guy who got the 2 A7R2 in the mail. We hate you. A7R3, sorry. That's why B&H made a mistake and sent you 2 A7R3, didn't they?
Or was it Adorama? Oh, I remember when he posted it on Instagram. He had 2 boxes. Guess what's in these 2 boxes? I wanted to say it was the A7R3s, but I'm like, who would have 2 A7R3s?
Yeah, I was like, man, he doesn't need 2. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, wow, 2. And I had to look carefully because I was like, oh, it's probably the other one's probably like an A7R2 or something. And I see like 2 of them have the joystick nub, and I was like, what are you doing, Francisco? How do you
ballers?
Let's get through a few more new gear, and we're going to jump into the main topic of the show. Almont Cantview says, I drove up to B&H and bought the 6500 18-105 f4 Sigma 30 Gene Crane B2, and I got all this set up from watching you guys review them. I love it. And I was, oh wow, nice. Almont.
Did you drive far up to B&H Photo, like a far distance?
Hopefully not too far. Let's see here. Eric
Dark Devil 92 A7R3 now 6500.
Nice. Eric Damaso also got his A7R3 with the 8518.
Cool.
Let's see. Whoops. Boris says WPPI. Marilyn and I will go to WPPI. Nice, Boris. We'll see you guys there.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, Boris really came in clutch, man. Thank you so much.
And Boris and Marilyn as well. Yeah,
let's have a meet up. We don't have a model. And thankfully, Boris and Marilyn was on Times Square, and we're just like, perfect. Let's just move all our meetup over there and shoot some photos. An impromptu photo shoot.
Man, I like you do that LOL there.
All right. Okay. All right, Francisco. Francisco's got to go. So,
all right, man.
Give it to Francisco, and he says he's got one from Adorama and B&H. So they both sent him an A7R3.
Oh, what is that? What happened?
Well, I guess he ordered from both sites, so that's why he has two. So one from Adorama and one from B&H.
Was he just trying to? Okay, got it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the new / more user experience of the A7R3. So, Danny, you want to start us off with the first item on the list?
All right, let me check the show notes really quick here. Just a quick reference. So I've been shooting with the A7R3. I literally have shot an event almost every single day now with the A7R3, and every single time going out and shooting with it, just enjoying the experience of shooting with that camera more and more every single day. I also went ahead and tested out the A7R3 using the Metabones adapter 5, version 5, and also the Sigma MC11 adapter. I shot some basketball with it. I just had the MC11 the 7200 with me to try out the Canon version, and either I got to work with it more. But from my experience shooting with it, like shooting actual continuous autofocus with the A7R3 and the Metabones, it'll get like the first few shots of the subject, and after that, the image will go out of focus. That's the experience I had with the A7R3. Shooting with the Metabones. So that initial photo, it'll get it, and it felt like it still kind of lagged for me when I was firing with the Metabones with the 7200 Canon with sports. So it'll work, but I wouldn't say like, hey, let's everyone just go ahead and use this combination for sports photography. It's just not. It just wouldn't be ideal. So I would still need to do some more tests on that, but that was my initial thoughts on it. Haven't got to try it out. And I would say the Sigma MC11 adapter worked comparably to the Metabones, but the Metabones will have some additional advantages over the Sigma. And you can check out the photographer's video on that with his eye autofocus stuff. So, but
yeah, I think Manny also had a video on it too, and just kind of showcasing like how well the eye autofocus just works with the Metabone setup. So I think it's still going to be the same case. I mean, like if we're going to be shooting very slow or medium pace subject or just portraits, I think the Metabones or the MC11 adapter will still be good for that. But if we're shooting sports again, or even weddings, anything that's like a little bit happening at a faster pace, we want to definitely have that reliable autofocus with the Sony native lenses.
Yeah, that's what I would say for those of you who are thinking about adapting it. If you need that autofocus to just work, like Jason said, anything not moving very quickly, I think you're going to really enjoy it in the portraits. But anything moving very quickly, you're definitely going to want a native lens, or a compatible Sigma lens will perform, I would say, a little bit better when those newer lenses.
So would you say the MC11 adapter for its price be worth picking up over the Metabones for somebody who's going to slowly transition from Canon to Sony, but they're changing their bodies first? They're going to slowly accumulate the lens later. Would you recommend the MC11 adapter?
If you have the modern Sigma lenses that support the MC11 adapter completely, yes, I would go with the MC11. If you do have more Canon glass, let's say it's weighed towards the Canon side, the Metabones will probably be a better option because you'll just get more out of it in terms of performance. So, but if you have more Sigma lenses, definitely look at the Sigma option instead. But yeah, that's where I would position it.
Awesome.
And then the other thing is, while I was out shooting, I went ahead and took the 70-200, and I put the 2x teleconverter on this. Shot at the 4. So basically, when you take the 70-200 f2.8, for those of you that don't know, when you put the 2x teleconverter, you no longer get f2.8. It becomes an f5.6 lens. So that's 400 f5.6 reach with a 2x teleconverter. And then with the 100-400, you get f5.6. Now, ever since this lens came out, I was very curious to know whether or not the 2x teleconverter was worth getting with the 70-200, or getting the 100-400 and just having this lens on its own. So I wanted to see how well the performance was. I was never very, very happy with the 2x teleconverter on the 70-200 G Master. It just didn't. It was kind of soft, the image, which is to be expected. So I wanted to see the difference in performance and image quality, and I'll have a video on this. But I'm gonna have to say the 100 to 400 actually looked better. Definitely looked better than the 7200 with the 2x teleconverter. That's basically what I got out of it. So it's tough. I don't know how to recommend it. The 7200 f2.8 is a very versatile lens. These two lenses cost about the same.
Jeez.
They're about the same. If you want the 2x teleconverter, it's like $500 to $600 in addition. So this is like a $3,000 kit with the 2x teleconverter. I mean, it works. It's just a bit soft with using a 2x teleconverter. So yeah, I don't know. That was my experience with it.
So you would recommend someone to, if they wanted that extra reach, to just go straight for the 100 to 400?
If you're shooting a lot of daytime stuff, maybe wildlife for sure, I would recommend the 100 to 400. Obviously, it's probably still not enough reach for some folks. And then I did do my test. If you have the A9 and you're using I didn't get to try out the 1.4x extender on the 100 to 400, but with the 2x teleconverter with the A9, it worked really well. But with the A7R III, it gave me some hiccups. But yeah, if you definitely need the reach, the 100 to 400 is much sharper than the 7200. That was just my initial impressions of it. I'll have to take a look at it closely, but that's what it looks like so far. But I don't know. I would still say the 7200 is still the better option because it's overall it has f2.8, and that comes in very handy.
Nice.
But I don't know, man. I might end up having to get one of these later, or just wait for the 400 f2.8. But the 400 f2.8 is going to cost quite a bit.
It's coming soon, right? Rumor 400 2.8 coming soon.
Oh, I mean, it's not even a rumor anymore, right? It's set to come out in September, so yeah, it'll be next year. Yeah.
Cool, man. Awesome. So as for me, I went on a helicopter ride yesterday.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys caught the Instagram story, but I actually collabed with another YouTuber, Sydney. I don't know. Do you watch his stuff, Danny?
I'm not from Sydney.
Sydney.
Let's start with the D, the last name.
Yes, that's with D. I can't pronounce his last name.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so like he hit me up like last week, and he was like, "Hey man, let's collab together. Let's do some tests with the A7R III." And he was like, "You want to go on a helicopter ride?" And I was like, "Sure." I didn't want to look like, I wasn't down with it. Like, I don't want to be a loser and be like, no, I'm not down with it. So I was like, "Yeah, of course, totally. I want to go on a helicopter ride." So we went on a helicopter ride on Sunday. The company known as Anthelion Helicopters, they flew us up. They took us up, open helicopter ride, and we were able to test out both of our A7R III. So Sydney was shooting a lot more videos. His focus is going to be more on the in-body image stabilization with the videos, the S-Log3 comparison with the A6500. And as for me, I was more focused on shooting photos. So I was really just, really shooting the photos, really wanting to see the 42 megapixels that I can get with the LA landscape. So I'm still working on the photos right now as we speak, but for the most part, I am very, very happy with the performance on the A7R III. And I mentioned this last week on Danny's channel where I was shooting the concert. The A7R III just keeps up with me, the buffer was never an issue, and I was shooting high-speed continuous, RAW plus JPEG, extra fine JPEG, 42 megapixel JPEG as well. And I'm firing 3 to 5 shots consecutively. And that's something that you have to do when you're on a helicopter, because the helicopter is moving really, really fast, and you want to make sure that you get your shot. You don't want the copters to be in the frame. You don't want the window of the helicopter to be in a frame. So you want to fire that off really fast. And the A7R III just kept up. Everything was in focus. Even at 2.8, the buildings looked like they're in focus. And I was shooting at a very safe shutter speed at first, 1/1000th. But then I started to stop down to 1/400, 1/250th, and the shots are very stable. And I think the optical steady shot on the 7200 G Master with the in-body image stabilization on the A7R III just really helped out, because when you're flying and you're trying to shoot with a long lens, a telephoto lens, even the tip of the lens, even if the tip of the lens stick out of the window, the wind is just gonna push the lens back. So I had to like fight the wind and everything. But with the in-body image stabilization, it definitely helped me get the shots that I wanted. So,
what area did it fly you through when you were on that?
It flew me in just the LA area. So we went over downtown LA. We went over to Dodger Stadium. We were by the Hollywood sign. So just very touristy spot of LA.
And no fires, right?
I didn't see any fires, man. I wish I could see like a burning mountain in the distance so I can shoot some photos of it, but we didn't. I'm just kidding. I didn't. Obviously, the fire is like a very tragic thing.
Yeah.
But for real, though, yeah. Gosh, we've been getting some really weird comments lately.
Weird comments? What do you mean?
I don't know. Some weird bots just coming in. Gotta block them. There we go. But anyways, yeah. And I was shooting with the A7R II while I was in the helicopter ride too, and I was just firing, again, 3 to 5 shots continuously, and it choked. The buffer just choked. It couldn't keep up. So I imagine it would suck trying to shoot on a helicopter with the A7R II because we're on a hard time limit. It was just 45 minutes. We only paid for 45 minutes, so we wanted to maximize our time. So if we spent, I don't know, every shot that we take, if we spend like at least 30 seconds to a minute just to review the photos we take, we would have wasted a lot of time. But with the A7R III, I was able to shoot 3 to 5 at a time and review the photos right away. So that was a big plus on the A7R III. So in terms of like photos, I felt like, it's well worth the upgrade. Like at least on the photography side, the A7R III is well worth the upgrade over the R2. As for videos, I honestly haven't experienced a significant improvement myself. Like I didn't see like my experience was that much better with the A7R III in terms of video, but for photos, oh yeah, so much better.
I would say usability wise, with the A7R II from the A7R III, I just personally never found the A7R2's autofocus to be completely reliable in video. I could never trust it. Like for example, I would shoot some like an event or something or a pageant, and I wouldn't. This is the A7R II. I wouldn't even use the continuous autofocus. I would just use manual focus. So I'd use the A7R II, the Sony 7200. And I just would use manual focus. I just couldn't trust the autofocus at the time. But A7R III now, I mean, it's really damn good.
Yeah,
they made everything so much easier at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Let's see what you guys have to say about this whole thing right here. Let me know if you see anything, Danny.
Let's see. Gerald Williams says, with the 7200 2.8 with the Sony 2X teleconverter, the shots are tack sharp, never soft on the A7R II. I did find with the A7R II, the 2X was good. It was better than the Alpha 6500 when I shot with it. I would use the 2X teleconverter and then the 7200. The quality just was okay, but soft. To me, it looks soft, Gerald, my situation. So, yeah.
And again, you were using the A7R III for that, right? Or even with the R2 was soft.
With the A7R II, it was better. It was better than the 6500 when I was testing that, but it was a little bit more. It was a little bit better on the A7R II when I had done my initial test using the 2X teleconverter. So, like I said, still initial impressions on my end, but that's just my perspective on using the 2X teleconverter. So,
let's see here. Samir says, really hate how every YouTuber, no one cares to talk about the A7 III anymore. They got their big boy A7R III and they're very happy with it. Well, we would love to talk about the A7 III if it actually exists. So until then, we're very happy with our A7R.
The thing is, I feel like we've kind of overtalked that camera so many times. Remember when we were predicting that it was going to be an A7 III and we were completely wrong? And
yeah,
well, I'll speak on my behalf. I was wrong, and it was an A7R III. So if there was an A7 III now that came out, it definitely would be you get all these modern features. It's just they're gonna nuke some features, just kind of dumb it down a little bit. So
until they have the A7 III, we'll talk about it then for sure.
Yeah. But what if it never happens? That's gonna be weird.
Guys, we got 15 minutes left on the show, so we're gonna start queuing up the Q&A now. So let us know your burning questions that you have. I think so.
I'm the Brown says, just sell me your A9 and you have enough or close to buy a 100 to 400 or an f2.8. I'm the Brown. I'm liking my A9 a little more every day. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm back to the A9 side. The A7R3 is great. The A9 is just like so. It's still awesome.
Nice,
still awesome.
Should we talk a little bit about the whole shenanigan with the A7R? Someone getting the A7R3, two A7R3s.
The two A7R3s.
Yeah.
From the story, yeah, we can talk about a little about it. I think when I read up on it when it was on Sony Alpha Rumors.
Yeah, let's spend a couple minutes on it.
Yeah, they were saying it was kind of a mix-up, right? I think they were having issues with shipping, and the box said quantity of 2. The box actually said quantity of 2. And technically speaking, from what I understand, if the company sends you, the store sends you that, you technically can keep the 2 cameras. And it's on you if you want to send it back.
Really?
So, yeah,
man,
it's on you if you want to send it back.
I remember, actually, I found out the story. Actually, I was like one of the first few people to see that post on a Facebook group. Someone was just like, yeah, this guy was just pretty much talking about, oh yeah, I have this, and I was struggling with my morality, whether I should keep it or not. So he got sent 2 A7R3s, and he was just like debating if he should send one back. Should he contact B&H about it? And he was saying like he has no obligation to do that. He could have just very well kept the A7R3s, but he was saying like he wanted to be a good Samaritan and just want to do the honest thing. So he actually contacted B&H and sending back one of the A7R3. So I don't know. What would you guys have done? Would you guys have kept 2 of the A7R3s? Or would you be a good Samaritan this holiday and returned one of them? Danny, what would you have done?
That is a very interesting moral dilemma. I'm very fortunate that I'm not in any, difficult situation for myself. I'm doing just fine. I'd probably be in a position to go ahead and send it back. So that would be me on my end. And yeah, I do technically have partnership with B&H Photo technically. So, I mean, yeah, I'd send the camera back. So
yeah, I just feel like we just got to do the honest things because we're on YouTube. We're just like, damn, it's our duty to do the honest thing.
But honestly, if you're someone that kept it, I wouldn't blame you either, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it's your choice. It's you like I said, the legal system right there, the legal setup is you can technically keep it. So it's on you. It's on you definitely if you want to go ahead and do that.
No one has to know. And that's the thing, he wasn't contacted by B&H. It was like, hey, we messed up. Can you send it back? They didn't do that. So he could have very well gotten away with it. So.
Oh, well, there's someone else out there that probably got it, but we'll see if they'll say anything about
it. Francisco Joel Hernandez. That's okay. F2. That bastard. Awesome. Anyways, let's hop on to the open Q&A. Let's see here. Oh, John Paul asks, has anyone tried HLG for 4K videos yet? I have not gotten a chance to, but you need to have a monitor that can actually look at it, right?
Don't you have a monitor that can do that, Jason?
I don't know.
You have one attached to your camera.
Talk about this.
Yeah, I thought I could have sworn that was an HDR monitor.
Yeah, you know what? The funny thing, it says HDR right here.
I almost got one of those, but you definitely can take advantage of that. I feel like
yeah.
I'm just gonna wait for
my audience can't. If my audience can't view it, I don't really think I need to shoot any HLG content, right?
But when you use it, do you get the benefit of it though? Do you get the expanded dynamic range and the shadows and the highlights when you use that mode? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Oh,
guess that's
Dave Dugdale, where are you? Dave Dugdale. Well, wait for a Dave Dugdale video.
He's busy. Let's see here. John Paul asked, when will they put the A7R III menu on the A9? Isn't it almost exactly the same though? Actually, I don't know, Danny.
No, it's not. It is not the same things. You're missing some features like the rating options. By the way, the stars don't transfer to Capture One yet. I haven't seen it transfer over.
You have to import the photos first.
Oh
So that's
I have to go through an import.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about last week. That's the thing I was telling you about. You have to import it to Capture One Pro first to see the rated photos, which that was what was infuriating to me.
Damn it, Lightroom.
unless we're doing it wrong, someone let us know. We want to be able to see the ratings on Capture One Pro before we import the photos, and we have no idea. We're racking our brains like trying to figure that out. So. But you can do that in Lightroom, you're saying? You can see the stars before you import them?
I can't even see the RAW files. I've been shooting RAW, so I can't see the JPEGs.
All right, well, let's hope Adobe fulfill our needs soon. Pilar Lopez asked, Jason, for weddings, do you only do highlight films or documentary style as well? Yeah, we do both. We do both highlight films and documentary. Timoteo Sandova asked, planning on buying the A7R II, do you guys still recommend it? Absolutely.
Yeah. The A7R II didn't get any worse when the A7R III came out. So
yeah, no.
It's still a great option right now.
It is. It still is. Let's see here. Rob Collins, what about the A7R III IBIS in video? Looks good to me, and I think you mentioned that there's less rolling shutter with the A7R III, Danny.
I can't say that. I noticed when I was shooting sports with the A7R III, I could tell the rolling shutter was there a little bit heavier than the A9, but that's more anecdotal than anything else. So it's not comparative to the A9. I would still give the edge to the A9 in terms of rolling shutter.
Very cool. That's something that's going to have to be a side-by-side test that I'll have to do in the near future. Let's see here. Kadaj asked 85G Master, 2470G Master, or 24105G. Which would you guys pair with the A7R III for portraits and event style photography? Thanks for the input. 2470G Master.
Yeah, that actually would make the most sense there. Yeah. 2470.
Let's see here. Doug says, notice an A7R III problem. If you change the file name to save as when you shoot in burst mode, it will name the first file of the burst in the default name. I don't get it. But
is that the mode when you can actually join a bunch of burst images together? Because there's an option in the A7R III. I think if you shoot a burst of images, it'll kind of collate all the images together as a set. I tried on the RX10 Mark IV. I haven't really used it on the A7R III. I don't know if that's what we're referring to though. So
yeah. Well, is that the same as the new update that got rolled out for the A7R III? Like they fixed the file name or something?
Let's see. Solves cases where the set file name function does not work properly. I don't know if that's. I don't know.
We don't know if that's it, Doug, but try to update your A7R III and see if that fixes the problem because they just rolled out a firmware update. Let's see here. Austin Dunn says, DNA should have given that guy who got the 2 A7R3s a kickback for that. I agree.
Yeah, maybe a discount,
Yeah, maybe a
discount on something.
We're doing the honest thing. Let's see here. Brotographer's Q&A. What do your custom menus look like? Currently my C1 is set to EVF and LCD toggle. C2 is set to manual focus, autofocus toggle. C3 is Super 35 mode toggle, and C4 is clear image zoom.
Man, you got some interesting ones. C1 allows me to zoom C2 turns on and turns off touch operation. AEL does a Super 35 punch-in. C3 is my monitor brightness when I want to go to sunny brightness and regular brightness. And the trash can C4 is my audio.
Nice. Nice. I got a question for you, Danny. For the My Menu stuff, can you actually set the camera to have... I got to experiment this myself, but like, what exactly is My Menu? My Menu just like when you go to the menu, it just have a list of things that you want to have easily access, right? But
I believe nearly anything that's in the menu in the camera, you can quickly pin it. Just imagine I want to take this menu, the format menu, and I want to pin it to my menu at the very top, so I can always get to it really quick.
But it wouldn't be like a profile setting, right? Let's say, you know how like with the Panasonic GH5, you can change like user settings, like the buttons will be mapped out differently if you like activate a certain user profile. It's not like that, right?
Oh, okay, I get you. No, it's not. It's not like that.
So yeah. So what I was trying to say was, let's say if you and I traded cameras, and we have our own user preset in there. That way we won't get confused with the buttons that we're used to. It's not like that, right?
No, it's not like that, unfortunately.
Damn. All right. So a lot of people saying that they would keep the two A7R3s if they had it. Gerard Williams would do the right thing and return it. So will Greg Smith. He will return the A7R3. Nice.
Just do whatever you want, guys. If you're down on your luck, man, and you want to just keep the two damn cameras.
Yeah, you're not in the wrong.
You're not in the wrong.
You're not in the wrong. Let's see here.
Ooh, that's a good one. What if asked Jason, why did you buy the Bodice 135 f2.8 when you already have the 70-200 f2.8? I just want to know if it's worth having both lenses, especially when you can just zoom into 135 with the 70-200.
Gas, man, just gas. No, I talked a little bit about it on my Instagram, and I just pretty much said the 135 is just much lighter and just smaller, lighter, and more compact than the 70-200. So yeah, I definitely enjoy using that lens more than the 70-200. So will be my go-to lens for stuff.
Let's see. Kayla Gore, A7R2 with battery grip or A7R3? A7R3.
A7R3.
If that's the difference between getting the A7R3, go to get the A7R3. Because the battery is better on the A7R3. You don't need. I mean, if you need it for ergonomics, then yeah, I totally understand.
Let's see here. Andrew December Q&A. Sony's Zeiss 3514 or the Samyang 14? If budget is not an option, go for the Zeiss. I mean, budget is not an issue.
I heard there was where was that rumor that it was posted about an upcoming 35G Master? That'll be exciting.
What?
Yeah, coming next 2018. So I'd be itching to get that lens.
30,
potentially.
Like, what is it? Is it like what, an f1.2 or something?
Nah, it's got I think 1.4.
Oh man, it's the same thing.
I don't think you need a 1.2. Nick picks photo. Did you notice better low light noise, high ISO with the A7R3 compared to the A7R2? I haven't done any side-by-side tests personally, so I can't really speak on that. But even when I was shooting at 25,600, just me personally, I thought the files looked really good. But that's with some decent lighting hitting the subjects. When there's no light hitting the subject and you bump up the ISO, it doesn't look as good. So very mixed scenarios for me.
Totally agree on that.
Yeah.
Greg Smith asks, can you force the A7R3 camera into crop mode for shooting stills with full frame lenses?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do that all the time by accident. I hate it now.
Yeah, sometimes I'm just questioning myself. I'm like, am I in full frame or am I in crop? And I press the button. I was like, oh, I was in full frame.
Like, I'll bring in the photos back in, and then I'll start editing. I'm like, why is this photo not zooming in as much as I want to? And I was like, oh, damn, it's a crop. It's a crop.
Let's see here.
DJ Z says, if you're down on your luck, you ain't purchasing an A7R III to begin with. I don't know. You could be saving every single penny you have, you know?
Let's see here. Jeffrey asking, looking to jump Canon ship, please explain the APS-C mode. Can this be used in photo mode or only in video? It can be used for both.
Mm-hmm.
But with the photos, you're going to be looking into 18 megapixels with the A7R III, and for videos, it's going to be 5K downsample to 4K.
Vic T is asking 16 to 35 or the 35 1.4. Using it at 35 millimeters. If you're asking which one I would pick, I would potentially pick the 35. I don't know. Because the 16 and 35 is at f2.8, so yeah.
I'd probably go for the 1.4 as well. Yeah.
Navi Retlove keeps asking, is it possible to get the same improved skin tones on the R2 plus raw edit as on the R3 out of sensor? I don't have a definitive answer on that at this time. Jason, any luck on that?
Let me read the question again. Is it possible to get the same improved skin tones on the R2 plus raw edit as on the R3 out of the sensor? So is he saying that the skin tone on the R3 is better, and with a little bit of edit on the R2, it could be the same level as the R3? I think so. It just takes some time.
Because I would say that the A9, when I was shooting with it, the skin tone looked better. It seemed to come out much better than the A7R II. But I haven't really did side by side tests, so I can't really speak on that.
Cool, awesome, Danny. It's 8 o'clock. Anything else?
I think that's gonna do it for me.
All right, same here, Danny. Is there anything that people can look forward to before the holiday weekend or the holiday week?
Try to get some couple of reviews out and maybe potentially rent out the 16 millimeter f1.4 for $32. So I don't have to spend all that money on that lens. I'm trying to pinch my pennies a little bit.
People can expect the A7R III review soon, eh?
Oh, from you, right? From you?
You, man.
What do you think, man? I'm good. I've got 2 videos, and maybe we'll see.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Review coming soon. 16 mil coming soon. A7R III coming soon.
A7S3 coming soon.
A7S3 coming soon. A7 III coming soon. Everything's coming soon.
Yep.
Woo, too much stuff. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. And next week is going to be on Danny's channel. It's what is it, Danny? What's your channel called again?
That One Camera Guy.
So join us next Monday, 7 p.m. PST on Danny's channel. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
See you later. Bye.